a section for question and answers. This time more questions from you live.
Yes.
Yeah, and then last but not least, a raffle and prizes.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
So
let's start the fun with 1 second.
That's it.
With
Preparation.
Thabo.
Okay, so
What happened there?
What happened there? As you can you always know, we have Thabo playing around in Dracania while we are twitching, and if you manage to find him, then just team up with him, and those people will get a reward. Now, before, for the last, I would say, half a year, we have been giving the Emerald Parrot, which was a pet that was granting you 5% plus in health points. And then we saw through the forums and through some of the moderators' reports that you actually guys were searching for something new. So we have changed the reward, and now it's going to be a blue parrot, and it gives +10 to all resources. And by this I mean raids, Steam, magic, everything. So yeah. So go, and I'm not sure where it is right now, but my bet would be Heredur and probably
Grimag.
also Grimag.
Yeah.
And maybe Warian as well. So off you go.
Exactly, because 10 resources, that's quite a lot, can make a difference whether you have a last shot or not.
That's it.
So.
And yeah.
Cool. And
That's
now we're coming to I don't know, let's call it fun topic as well. It's the acquisition of Bigpoint and Youzu. Yeah, basically Youzu Interactive, which is a Shanghai-based developer and publisher, acquired the company we work for, which is Bigpoint. Yeah, no big secret. But actually, for me, also, I wasn't here for the last 2 weeks, and then I come back and I read this news thoroughly. So, so many of you have raised questions about this. What does this mean? Are we gonna, I don't know, produce Chinese games now or something like this? So again, Youzu is a developer and publisher based in Shanghai in China, and it's pretty big there. The most known game would be League of Angels. Those of you who've played it, they might be familiar with Youzu as a brand. But actually, the acquisition doesn't have a really big impact on us, because we will still be producing Drakensang Online and of course all the other games that we are producing. For those of you who don't know what acquisition means or what the impact it can have, I can give you some examples. So for example, everybody of you knows Facebook, I suppose, yeah? And Facebook,
rather familiar.
Throughout the last year, they acquired, there was one big acquisition, which was the one from WhatsApp. Yeah, so Facebook acquired WhatsApp, and those of you who use WhatsApp notice there has not really been a change. You don't get any, I don't know, Facebook push notifications or something like that. So in the same style, you can imagine this is basically what it is. We have somebody who's with us, which is user interactive. And that's basically it. Another example would be, for those of you who are from Latin America or South America, would be, maybe know the brand Telefonica.
Oh yes, yeah? Yes.
Big Spain.
I pay them a little bit of money. It's my call to Spain, so
yes,
I know these guys.
They are also, basically the mother of O2,
the mother,
and Movistar.
The mother of all telecommunications.
Exactly. So again, and you don't see tremendous changes behind that. That's basically all there is. Yeah. That's what we can say about Bigpoint and Youzu Interactive. So, hey there.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's, as we already said on the forums, and we have been, being super repetitive with this. This doesn't change anything.
No,
it really doesn't. Okay, there is no, that we are going to launch in China. That's for true. That's for sure.
But that was planned before.
Exactly, that was planned before, and no plans have changed because of this. We are not changing towards more Chinese thinking. No. The development process still remains the same.
And Haruki and I are also not gonna learn Chinese.
No.
So. But then again, ni hao ma to Shanghai.
No, I did try a little bit to learn Japanese back in the days. Japanese through German.
Yes.
That was a very interesting experience, and I'm not eager to repeat this.
All right. Now, if you need more details on this, you will find information about it in the forum in pretty much every language that we feature in the forum. So have a look there. Yes. And now let's get to April Fools.
Yes. Okay. So that was well. First of all, I guess that lots of you have seen the video that we posted on YouTube. that was bringing the first-person camera to Drakensang
Yes.
Online. I did the video, I thought that we had made perfectly clear that this was a joke. The moment the horse appeared on the screen, that was one of our lovely QA guys who, took the chance to be, he's doing took the chance of getting, to be the horse in this video. So that was a little joke that we did for you guys. Some of the comments in the YouTube section were very funny. A lot of people were saying, if you bring this, I quit. Other people were claiming that they had motion sickness and that this feature would be very bad for them. And there was all sorts of discussion going on. But some of you really spotted that this was April's Fool. So no problem about it. And I also read very kind of mean comments, because sometimes guys, you're very mean. Like, stop doing these videos and work. So please, it didn't take so much to record this, and we are not machines, and we also in Drakensang like to have a little bit of fun. So allow us that.
Exactly. By the way, I think if you refresh with F5, you should be able to
because
get...
I don't see myself in the camera. I
Yes.
see like this kind of black screen. Anyway, so that was a joke. Of course, there are way more important things that we want to focus on during this year, and first-person camera or vision is not in our plans at all.
Yes, so
That
the
I
screens
can
that you see over there, they are obviously photo montages, that we took from a different perspective. And the hands that you see over there, they're from, just the first-person shooter, and then manipulated it. But
Yes.
I must say, it does look nice. For those of you who have played other games in that perspective, definitely feel a little bit of nostalgia over here.
But
And,
what it was true, it was the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Actually, there is one member of our team who is geek enough to get an Oculus Rift.
Yes.
So
Yes. And actually, it's true, when you put on the Oculus Rift and go on a roller coaster or something, you do get sick. So I'm pretty sure, even I, who am pretty steady in terms of balance, I would get sick on this one. But it was fun. So we hope you enjoyed that, and it was just April Fool's.
Okay. I don't know why a lot of people downgrade the April's Fool videos.
I think because some people don't like to be fooled about this, and they're like, "Oh, come on," and everything. Then. It depends.
But it's also very interesting because, for example, in Spain, I don't know South America, but in Spain we don't have the April's Fool per se. Our joke day, it's actually by the end of December. So some people don't know about this, and when you tell them, it's like, okay, cheers, have a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so next topic.
All right, so now to no fools and no jokes. Let's come to release 163, which was launched this week, and it brought a very, very useful, a lot of improvements and useful things. But the first one that I want to show to you guys is the new chests,
Yes.
before we talk about glyph removal and 6 versus 6. Chest. Not this chest, which is rather hairy.
Not mine either.
No, but chests in the game. So I'm over here situated, floating around in wings. Let me get off there, and with the emerald parrot, and I'm here at the Eternal Watch in the Norse lands. And what we have over here, as you can see, let me take away this on so you can see it even more clearly. This is one of the new chests that you can see. Yeah, this is a chest. I'm gonna turn it a little bit. This is a legendary. We have, with this release, we improved 3 types of chests. That would be magic, extraordinary, and legendary. Magic's blue. Extraordinary, as you can see over here, is purple, and the legendary is orange. Yeah, we have improved them visually, so you can distinguish them when going through the wilderness. Oh, and see what happens. Of course, enable. Oh well, I'll go back. That's great that this happens while I'm gaming. While I go back to the game, it's probably because I have so many programs open. The streaming program.
Multitasking doesn't work very nice.
I see the live stream here as well. What's happening?
No, that everyone is of course laughing in the chat because.
But it happened because my computer is not really made to run that many programs.
Everyone goes bananas with Nebula. We included.
Yes. Why not nuts?
Problems.
Macadamia nuts.
Okay, no, you do that then. Because later on I want to talk about Tegan and Agathon. something to say about those lovely servers, yeah.
Well,
But
in
maybe-
the meantime, maybe Haruki. Well, actually, I'm back.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
like that feature. At least after the crash, I'm back in game. So that's, I don't know what happened there, but I'm on a test server, so it's a different story here. Again, this is an extraordinary treasure chest. We improved it visually, so you can distinguish them and see them from far away, so they're not in a dark hidden corner. Yeah, and when you open them, you get obviously a nicer effect. Now I've turned off the sound over here to not annoy you. But the loot has been improved, but also the effect that when it opens has been improved. So in general, it feels like, man, I made it to a chest. It feels good that I can open it right now. So it's more worthy overall. So we hope you like that, and yeah. Give us feedback of what you think of the new design of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and obviously also the loot. It's not only about the looks.
That's
But
true.
yeah, the design team has made a good job over here.
Yeah,
And-
our lovely graphic design, the
and
artists.
The another nifty feature that we have is the glyph removal,
Yes,
and
with
I would like it if you talk about that.
I
So-
will, with pleasure, I will talk about this. Okay, glyph removal. Glyph removal being the first step before crafting. Crafting, we remind you, guys, that this comes next. Well, yeah, maybe the end of this month, next month, with release 164, you will have crafting 2.0. And this, well, you know, glyph removal, lovely thing, is something that you guys requested. We push it for a lot of times, you know, back into another release. But finally it arrived. So it's basically, as the title says, you can go to any blacksmith in Dracania and then you will find a new little UI
Yeah,
window.
I'll show
And
you.
it's as simple, that's it. It's as simple as just drag all the items you want to get your glyphs removed. Then you will see, of course, different... Shh, we are twitching!
The perks of being live.
We send around emails, memes, we close the door, nothing. We don't get the respect we deserve.
It's okay.
Anyway, that makes for more lively sessions. Okay, back to the thing. And then, yeah, you get glyphs removed. Then, of course, there are some basic rules. Some of you will say, oh, but I don't get all the glyphs removed. Well, that's, of course, not the case, because it will remove until the basic value of glyphs that, you know, that were already in that original level of the item. And, of course, the glyphs are refunding only, the refunds only happen in glyphs. No undermount here. And the glyphs will go directly into your counter.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. It's super nifty. It's very easy, and I'm sure you appreciate it, and you can play around
Yeah.
with the lovely glyphs.
What I just thought, like in the beginning when I used this feature, what I found a little bit confusing though, and I'm gonna say that, because in terms of the UI, no, the UI is fine. It's just that when I see this
Yes.
message in red,
It's not
saying,
complicated.
yeah, I thought the button functions, but when I see this message in red, I'm like, huh? Did I do anything wrong? But actually, the message in red is supposed to warn you that you're gonna downgrade it.
Yes.
That means it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when if the button works, it works.
That's
It's
it.
just that the message over there is in red to alert you that hey, you're downgrading this item. Yeah. So don't be fooled by that message. So
No.
if I click over here, bam, I get this,
Bam!
and I know as
Yeah.
we read in the, mentioned in the known issues, we have a bit of a text error over here.
Mm-hmm.
But this be taken care of, and then it has been downgraded. So this was level 41, and now it's level 40. It goes back to the original level that you had before.
That's
So
it.
yeah, the reason why we implemented this is obviously because a lot of people wanted that, and when you go through the game, in the beginning you might want to invest into equipment that you find, and a lot of people waited until they find something which is worthy for them, and whereas now you can downgrade it and upgrade it as much as you want, so you don't have to wait until you find the one. Yeah.
The one,
Sounds
the
like
only one.
Sounds like a pathetic dating show. You found the one.
Your
Anyhow,
your
I'm
middle
here on
orange.
the test server, by the way. When I will resume to this screen when we go to questions, okay?
Mm-hmm. True.
But let's go back to release 163. Another really cool thing that has been introduced. Let me just get the correct topping here. Yeah, it's we have the mode Storm the Fortress, which is also known as 6 players versus 6. And what you have to do in this mode is obviously, as the name entails, it's not only 6 versus 6. You have to storm the fortress. while one team storms the fortress, the other one has to defend it. And usually the big problem in this used to be that the defenders had it quite difficult because, you know, the attacking team, you could just rush to the middle and from there on destroy whatever they wanted. Whereas now,
we are lagging like super big time, no? Maybe because of the game open?
I don't know. I think it's because
I don't want to lag.
Oh well.
Please.
I can close it and see. I think it's the...
Please, events for low level. Well,
Should be fine now.
it doesn't take so much time to level up to level 20, does
Sorry?
it? No, one of the users was saying to try to make events for lower level.
Well, okay. Coming back to the topic, since we're now apparently not lagging that much anymore. Thanks, Twitch. So coming back to this idea, what happens? What you see over here is a bird view of the map Storm the Fortress, and the colorful circles over here represent the towers that you have to defend, or destroy, depending on which team you're on. So what you have to do now is, instead of just destroying any of them, first you have to go through and destroy tier 1, which is the towers marked in yellow, if you're on the attacking side. And then you go forward to tier 2, which is here orange, tier 3, which is red, tier 4, which is in pink, and the final one, which is the final tower, tier 5. That makes it a little bit more balanced, because it used to be the case that you're on the attacking side, you pretty much, I want to say 80% won the game. Yeah, unless you're super noob.
And we don't like that.
And for the defenders, this means that for you it's more likely now that it's an even match. So we released, since the release has been out only for a couple of days, so we want to see how this turns out. But this is one of the first bigger improvements in PvP. So we hope you like it. And let's see how this turns out.
And for the person that is still saying, but what happens with the rest of the PvP? This was a very specific thing addressed to that specific mode. But of course, our PvP master, it's still working to make the PvP experience more balanced and adding little tweaks here and there. Bear with us for that, but those things are coming, and let us know what you think in the comments. In the test forum, I think we open a thread, but now of course you can speak, openly about this, whatever you want, and our lovely team of admins will let us know what you think.
All right, so now we're coming to, I think, one of the most hyped sections of the agenda, which is the new character class.
The new character class.
Yes.
The new class. Okay, so...
I guess you're a little blind over there, aren't you?
Yes, I said.
Wait, I will make this bigger.
I'm just staring at a very lovely...
so I will make this bigger so you can have a look.
Now I see it, everything. Okay, so let's talk numbers. Before talking numbers, let's talk about the background. So back in last year, we already told you, well, a lot of months ago, that there was a new archetype in the works, and then we pretty much told you that it would be in the form of the rogue. Call it rogue, call it assassin, call it, I wouldn't say ninja, but you get me, No, but
that would be, I think, too themed on a region.
Exactly. So let's talk about this kind of roguish kind of character, probably a dual, yielding, dual weapon kind of guy, like your typical very swift fella that relies on, speed, jumping very quickly in the combat, and jumping as well very quickly outside of the combat.
Yes.
So the thing is that from the community survey, later on we will talk about this a little bit, from the community survey we saw that, well, the archetype is important for you. So of course we want to keep on, discussing what this is going to be like. But we wanted to tell you, this is a long process.
Yeah.
To create an archetype, especially, regarding the big, let's say the big lore, the big combination of factors that Drakensang Online already has, is not a matter of, let's do it in one day.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's why we decided to put here some lovely numbers, which we'll discuss, we are going to go through right now.
Yeah, so what we did this week is, we like to chat about what we're doing here, what kind of work. So we had a meeting with most of the departments to discuss how to start. basically with this character. There, you've seen probably already some sketches on how the character class should look like, which is also the figure that you see over here in the shadows. Basically, what we started doing there is thinking of. We talked about numbers. So what exactly will we need? How much effort will it be? Because we had already one new character class 2.5 years ago, which is the Steam Mechanicus, and it was a little different. So this time we want to do it better. So you can definitely think, if you think about it. So it's one character class, but it has, depending on whether we're gonna raise the level cap, it will have. First of all, either 14 or 15 new skills, and these skills obviously have, since we have a new skill system since last year, we'll have either 42 or 40. Bless you. 42 or 45 new experience talents. This also means that, of course, it will have new 4 wisdom talents and 4 honor talents, which you need to think of, and they need to fit to this class, and they need to be balanced in order to fit the other classes, or not to be too strong. Now, all of this needs names. It needs a text.
It needs everything.
A description. It needs
icons, translation.
If you combine the skills and the talents, you have already 56 up to 60 animations, depending what you're gonna do. Because some of the talents, they alter the skills. So what used to look like a guardian with lightning bolts becomes a fire guardian. So for this class, who knows what it will be, So, and also think of the equipment that we have that gives you effects that change your skills. That also adds to animation. And then, most important, of course, what is a class without equipment?
True. And of course, the idea is that, we believe that this is important for new players, but it would also be interesting for new players that want to try another kind of, light melee. The reason why we are going for melee and not for another range class, it's pretty obvious. Yeah?
Yes, it's 3 against 1.
That's it. So we need one. I personally love the rogue idea. Please bear in mind this, we're into it. We already created like a task force group, so to say, that is going to be, working more into a concrete definition on, how the every skill is going to look like, each of the talents and everything. Yeah. And I'm reading, of course, on the chat, like, when is this thing coming? Well, take a look at those numbers. On top of that, remember that we have other things coming down in the pipeline that are interesting for other players who may not be interested in playing that class. So of course, I would say still some months.
Yeah.
We are aiming for this year, and that's the general idea. But of course, we will keep on telling you more until we have more concrete dates.
Yeah. Just think of, next to this, when we write 800 new items and icons, what we mean by that is obviously you will need to create new icons first of all. Our concept artists, but also existing ones, because there are certain set items that are in the game that have already a style. So basically what you have to do is you need to take this class and adopt them to the existing style. It's still a new item, but it's a known style. For example, the dark set, So though in this one I think it's more of a 3D work. The only 3D work, not really much icon. Anyhow, I guess the biggest number that you can see over here is the 20,000. Maybe it's better to say 20,000 new words and text, because quests have to be adjusted. The description has to be adjusted. All the equipment that is mentioned there has to be adjusted. It's quite a lot. And this all has to intertwine.
It all has to intertwine at the beginning, or at the moment, as we say, it's too early to say that. But of course, this class will also be your class, in the sense that we will probably allow for internal testing, like stable server. Of course, we don't want to bring something that is going to unbalance the game completely. So as in the parameters that our team believes, they should create this class, then of course you will be given the word of testing it on stable, and then give us your feedback. So so it's really cool, and I can really not wait for this to happen.
What we also discussed is the possibility. So first of all, if you look at the ranger, for example, the way the position is of the ranger, it's kind of sneaky. it kind of is
Yeah.
similar to
Mhm.
this one. So obviously there needs to be variety because this class is also kind of stealth,
Yeah,
sneaky swift.
genau.
And the other thing we discussed, some people threw out ideas like, should it be a new race? Should it have a completely different body or something? It looks like more no.
No, it's gonna be a little bit more in tune. So if you were thinking in a lovely rogue tallas, like
Actually, that's,
feline
yeah,
kind of
that would
thingy,
make sense.
it would make sense. But no, we are gonna go full, let's say, humanoid.
Yeah.
Well, I would say human, not humanoid, just human. Some people were mentioning elven creatures, pointy ears, and I am personally very happy that we are not bringing
What?
elves to this game.
Oh well.
I'm sorry, but I have my own confession to make. I never play elves. I find elves very boring.
I think it's more a Dungeons and
I
Dragons
said it.
theme.
Yeah, that's it. I like humans. Humans are nice.
I don't mind actually, but oh well. Since we're not introducing a new
Mhm.
race, at least that's the
True.
race now. I think we can keep up there. Yeah, but basically we wanted to show you the numbers behind creating a new class because everybody talks about, hey, we're gonna introduce a new class or we're gonna introduce a new things. This is what you have to consider if you work in the video game industry when creating a new class. So just to give you an overview.
Mhm.
Cool. Then next
Yes.
topic is
Snowdragon.
the Under Siege.
Under siege,
Yes.
invasion of the Resistance Command Center.
Yes.
Brace yourselves.
As you remember, we started this event with 2 cities. The first ever city was Variant Sanctuary, which you see also in this graphic, and then shortly after that we had King's Hill twice. So we decided that we will revive this type of event because a lot of people have asked us. So after a lot of events with featuring Dragon, we decided that it's time now to go through touring through Dracania
Yes.
and attack all of the cities. Now we are not doing this, but we also asked you, which of the cities do you think will make it? Because if you paid attention, we mentioned that none of the cities will be repeated. So all of the cities upcoming events will be a different city. So and the first one happened to be the Resistance Command Center. Kind of dumb actually, if you think about that. But because if I was a monster, if I were a monster and I had a huge mob, the last thing I would do is the heavily sieged Resistance Command Center. But anyhow,
Yeah,
maybe it's they thought, okay, it's heavily guarded, nobody expects that, that's why they went there.
or maybe simply the mobs of Drakensang Online are just stupid.
Yeah, true. Speaking of, a little bit more detail about that. So the Defender set that you could acquire from the previous events is still available, and there's this time you will get the weapon adornment, and the unique skins that you can get from NPCs items. Part of it as well. I really like the one from Father Fidelius. No, because it's this nice little book.
I love that name.
And yeah, but this event has started today and it will run for 10 days. And one thing we can tell you is obviously those who will compare it from King's Hill to the one which is now,
Mhm.
they will say, oh, that's a little smaller.
It is.
But
But
it goes by city.
That
So
is
if the city is bigger, you can
Mhm.
expect it
And
bigger.
and we still have like plenty of bigger cities, that could potentially be attacked because it seems that these people in Dracania are a little bit, down guard.
All right.
Mhm.
And speaking of attacking and plotting, there's something we ask ourselves. So, okay, there are attacks and invasions on this, but who's behind it?
That's it.
Yeah.
So we also announced on the forums in the events coming on April that there would be also offline community events, which are something not related particularly to the game as in the gameplay, but something that you can guys do on top. So normally we do this kind of creative contest, and this is going to be one for the creative minds out there. We're going to put a contest called not Who's the Boss.
I wrote it as Who's the Boss. It's a working title.
We need to improve communication here, Greg.
Yes.
Not Who's the Boss, but Draw the
Draw
Boss,
the
or
boss.
like Create the Boss. And
Yeah.
it's basically, we're gonna see what you guys can come up with. who is the person or the people, in plural or singular, that is behind this attack. Is there a mastermind? It was just this, because it was the Ember Wing. I think it was is the final guy. Oops, I did a spoiler there. La la la. The final guy of this event. You didn't hear anything. Is he really, the cause of this? Are they just attacking this resistant command center for fun, or they really search something else? So we want to know what you guys can come up with. So this competition, now it's already been translated, all the rules, and it will feature really cool prizes. We will have our own internal vote, we will have community vote, and it will be a lot of undermanned premium deluxe membership.
Yeah.
We upgraded to that, and also a lot of realm fragments, which I think is very interesting. And yeah, so stay tuned to the forums. We will make a lot of echo on social media as well, and it could be anything. It could be a picture, it could be a Photoshop collage, it could be a comic, it could be just an illustration, it could be your grandmother holding a knife in the kitchen.
So
that's what I would do if I didn't know any Photoshop.
all right. Well, basically, the reason why we came up with this idea is because we followed the creation of these events, and we were wondering, okay, we asked the team here, do you have anyone behind it? And they're like, no. It's like, gap. So we were thinking, there's a gap to fill. Maybe, if we get really cool ideas from the community, they get to
That's
choose who it is. Who
That's
knows?
it. Who knows?
It has been done before.
Exactly.
It has been done before.
I can totally tell you. I mean, I still have I don't know if you can see them. You can still see them.
Yeah.
We
You
still
can put
have
them
the
higher.
winners.
Higher.
Power. We still have the winners of the card contest, because quite honestly, I like them. I mean, they're still a little bit, of course, they're Christmassy, but I mean, the shot of that Heredur sliding down here, I don't know, it's awesome.
I think it's
so
small to
we want to
see.
see more. We want to see more creations of the core community.
Yes, and which is why we're gonna ask you about this one. And remember, it doesn't have to be it could be one boss, it could be a group of boss. I don't know.
Exactly.
Abba turning zombie or something. It could be nobody. It could be just a spirit. Nothing. We don't know. Be creative.
It could be Kaylin.
Yeah, but
Dun dun dun.
that's
Hashtag spoilers.
Hashtag reusing. No. Okay, enough with this. So have fun at the Under Siege invasion of the Resistance Command Center event.
Yes.
And be prepared for the next one.
Yes, and one of the things that I wanted to say as well, because I saw this on the forums, and maybe some of you has the same question, is, okay, we did two versions of this event in the past. That was King's Hill and Warian Sanctuary. It was before my time, before I was born as Haruki. And then, of course, you got some object or some little items from the Defender set. Some of you maybe joined the game after those events were launched, and then, of course, you won't have the chance to get the full, set if you play the next event. But don't worry, because this is why Nob is also there. We will find a way to give you guys the possibility, if you want to purchase with, in-game currency, not on demand or whatever, those items that are still missing in your lovely collection.
Yeah.
That's it.
So enjoy and have fun. And now we're gonna
Enjoy
go
the fruit.
to the next section, which is question and answer, where you get us a little bit bigger. So we collected a few, not that many questions this time, but that means we can take more questions from you, from the viewers.
Yes.
So the first one is.
We are so close.
Yes. Why is the group display not more transparent as it used to be in the past? Now it's actually taking more space of the screen, since one cannot see through it, and especially during boss fights, this is not helpful. So what this meant is the group display that you have on your right hand side on the screen, if you play in Arabic, would be on the other side, on the left. Yeah. Now the answer to this one is, so the team wanted to do revise and rework the entire UI, and they made a big design about it, and they decided they should do that from the beginning on. Now this will be postponed. And because of your answers, I asked the team, why is it actually that way? Why did you change it? Yeah. And then two game designers wanted it this way, but I was like, nah, doesn't work. Please change it back. So for release, for the upcoming release 1.6.4, it will be changed back into more transparent. There's even an improved version that one of our team members Mabruk from the graphic
You know
team.
Mabruk.
Yes, from the graphic
Lovely
team
guy.
will give me as a preview. But
Mhm.
yeah, it will be changed for the next one. Thanks for the feedback.
Haruki, what you drink? My evening vodka. I'm drinking water, seriously. I just wanted to show this amazing thing.
Yeah.
Lovely. But we don't have so many of those. As I said in the comment section, they are like uniques.
Yes. Maybe
The
we'll get
unique
some
cup of awesomeness. Okay. Important question. Everyone is especially hard 92A. You can stop typing like a madman or copy pasting like a madman, whatever you want. Because will there be direct teleport items to the boss room? If so, when can we expect them? So yeah, this is something that we actually answered last time. So yes, this appeared for a while in the patch notes, and yes, well, no mea culpa, but our guild, this was an error of miscommunication, and then we took it out.
Yes.
Now the fact that it was inside the patch notes,
Yes.
we have some artists here who go like crazy with a chicken they have. Now you know why in Drakensang there are so many chickens, because they love chickens. Anyway, so yeah, these portals to the boss rooms, they were in the patch notes because yes, it's the idea of the team to bring them. Because we know it's very dear for you and we really want to bring them. Now, apparently there is some kind of, well, it takes a little bit more of time that you would just think, okay, yeah, create a little, you know, nebula and then, not nebula, but like a little cloud and then I can just go in. Well, it takes more development work apart from that. So yeah, stay tuned. This will come, but we don't have an estimate date of arrival.
Exactly.
Sorry.
But the game designer who's behind this, he knows about this.
Yes.
He's specifically
Yes.
mentioned that he wants to add it because the community is so vocal about it.
And I want to give him props. I don't know, some of our team members listen to our Twitch sessions, even if you don't believe it. But I don't know if he's listening to right now or he will listen to another, but you are awesome.
Great
he reads the
communication.
forums. Yeah, he reads the forums. He reads especially the English and the German because they are the two language he masters. So yeah, we read the forums, really.
Yeah. Then question number 3 is quite straightforward. Is Dragon coming this year?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you yes. At least it's planned. Yeah, that he's reappearing. However, as you probably saw with the slide before, we have a series of invasion happening through Dracania, and once that tour is over, then you can expect him. And
Yes.
rumor has it that he's bringing in assistance. Let's say it that way. Yeah.
A little minion.
Yeah, that's basically it. So you can expect him this year. At least for now, it's planned like this. If so, if not, if we will cut this, we will tell you.
I guess, I mean, the fact that you guys are being so, let's call it pushing for this, of course, gives us the idea that yes, you want to see Dragon, and of course, it's bringing. But yeah, it's funny, no, because now Nob is in Kinsale, and now Nob has been mysteriously forgotten for Dragon. But yeah, it's coming, so please spread the word. If you can make us that favor, you know, go to the forums, go to the game, put in your guild messages. Dragon is coming this year. Yes.
Next one.
Next one. Yes, this lovely one. When will you add slots for mounts, costumes, and emotes? So, yeah, this is what some people call it, extra the sticker book. So basically a space where you can free space in your general inventory, and then you would have like a specific place where you can put these specific items. So the same, this is coming. This is actually coming. I would say hashtag soon, because at the moment, of course, we don't know ourselves because it's still under discussion whether this will be a kind of extra inventory space in the UI of the inventory or something more complex than that. I'm thinking, how cool it would be, but I don't know, like if you could have like a kind of open window where you could place your mounts or something like that, interactive things. I don't know, but yeah, this is also coming.
One thing which is for sure is that it has been, since it's so wanted, it has been pushed earlier.
Genau.
So it has a bigger priority than other project. Obviously, because it just makes sense. And finally, some people who should have thought about that as well agree on that too. So it's coming earlier than thought. When, we don't know. And again, we don't know whether it's going to be looking more like an inventory or more like the achievements, for example, like that interface. We don't know yet. That still remains to be seen, but it's coming. And then the last question is the dark set available for normal Draken and not from random spheres at Gnob? If so, can we expect such an offer from Gnob? Yes. As you know, Gnob, the event merchant, is now always permanently present in King's Hill, and he has different offers. Now, if you remember looking back into the patch notes of release 1.6.2, you will read that he also comes sometimes with special offers. The dark set has been included into the special offers. So what happens is, when Gnob has the special offers available, when he's offering them, you will get a notification that says, hey, he's offering that. So, and at that time, you will be able to purchase that, but only for that time. It's like a limited offer. That doesn't mean that he only has it for a week and then it will be gone forever. It will be recurring. But yeah, it's basically you will have that in sales and not in Lucky Spheres.
That's it.
We had another question, but unfortunately, because I need legal advice for that, I wasn't able to answer it here because I'm not a lawyer.
Exactly, but well, while Greg was answering to this question, I already wrote some of the things you're asking, so I will start with one or two. One of those is error 23. The pain of Tegan, I will call it. Error 23. Error 23, it's connected normally with another error called all connection attempts have failed. You normally experience that one, and then you experience 23. Sometimes it helps to get away from the game, wait a little bit and come in, but lots of times it doesn't. Now, the issue with this is that we have been, since the last, I don't know, like month or 2 months, requesting active information. Our admins and all the customer care guys know that whenever they receive a complaint or a case of error 23 in Tegan, they really go deep into the details. When did this happen? How did it happen? What provider are you using? Why is this? Why are we asking this? Because the first investigations of this issue didn't throw any specific light as to say, okay, this is the cause of the problem, we're going to fix it. Yes, there are different theories on the table. One of the theories was, and don't kill me when I say this, but one of the theories was that had to do something with providers. But this possibility has been ruled out. Most likely there is something going on, maybe in the server Tegan particularly, because it's the one that experiences the most the most number of issues, especially because Tegan, it has the thing that a lot of people from different countries, and we say from different countries, like as diverse as India, Philippines, North America, South America, like a lot of countries go to the server. So yeah, it's something going on there, but of course we need to investigate. The more reports we have, the better it is for us as community managers for push for this thing, okay? So it's under the radar, our programmers are into it, and we see this document or this chain of reports every single day. So yeah, we are trying our best, okay? So it's we haven't forgotten about Tegan, and it's definitely one thing we want to address. And believe me, because gay now, that's it, gay now.
Another question that I read over here is about, I'm supposed to talk about the server change feature. It's for now it's frozen. I didn't see it anyone working on it for now. No idea why, and I've also not inquired because we still wait for the final roadmap, to be honest.
Genau.
So I don't know. With features, to be honest with you, with features it's like this. Sometimes somebody works on a feature because somebody from upper management requests it, and then they start working on it. But at the time when they want to release it, they say, oh no, maybe it's too big, maybe it's too small, maybe something, and then they drop it for a while. It's kind of like, how could I compare it with? Well, basically, I'll give you the sticker book. So we had the idea that you need an extra inventory for the things that you're collecting, and a lot of people are vocal about it. So they made some tests, and they're like, yeah, people actually really, really want this, so they pushed it further. Yeah, whereas the server change is kind of, I don't know, it's more under the impression that not many people want this, but you know,
Yeah.
just particular users, and that it's connected to something like not being able to play successfully PvP.
Yeah.
or something. So short answer, it's at the moment frozen.
Genau. Also, another question on the forums that I saw a lot is about a PvP. There is a huge PvP bug appearing to some people, which is basically they try to get into
Sign
a
in.
match,
Yeah.
and that
Correct.
match doesn't even appear on their screen, and this is super annoying. And we raised also a lot of emphasis on this, and it's also been looked at. I also saw some screenshots of people with insanely huge waiting times for getting into a match. This is something, you know, servers that have more people playing PvP at that moment, well, there is more pool of players to match you with. Either your glyco values don't match any other glyco values of another player, either at that moment there are not so many players playing, or they are playing already their matches. So I know it's super frustrating, but yeah. Again, this is something that relates also to the size of the servers and everything. Sometimes maybe your peak time playing hours are not, you know, the high peak time playing hours of the other guys. So, yeah, but we're also looking into that. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like okay.
Sky in the C88 has a question about the crafting 2.0 and is asking if the mod values carry just over the mods. Can you elaborate? Do you become? Do they become a combined average or a completely new role at the same one? I'm not really sure.
Hashtag I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if I understand your question, but the thing is, so the Crafting 2.0 is scheduled for the next upcoming release, for the release 164, and basically, I think what you're trying to ask is about when you combine legendaries that you can have a completely new, so you will be carrying over 3 enchantments as far as I know, and then it's possible to have a 4th completely new one that is not connected to any of the things that you had before in the legendaries. But I don't want to bore you with too much detail, but there will be a detailed description about it in the upcoming weeks, because it's featured basically the main highlight of the next release, if I'm not mistaken. So yes.
Another question that I saw repeated a lot of times is about no, it's blue. Maybe you're daltonic.
Blue?
You know, it's about crafting. Whether we are going to go into more details about it, and yes, of course, and make sure that, of course, crafting will also come very quickly to, very quickly, whenever it's possible, to stable for you to test and everything. So. We will explain more things. We have like a platform with all the admins where they ask different questions, and then we release answers to them. So maybe it's a good thing if we can pull on all the questions that everyone is having regarding, you know, like if I combine 4 legendaries, what about this, what about that? And then maybe make it available for everyone. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it would be better if we have for Crafting 2.0 a special recipe book.
Yeah.
Although, I read the game design document, which is the document that the game designer creates to make everybody understand how this feature is supposed to work. He mentioned that there will be hint. Oh, look! What happens? my chair just went down. Okay. Basically, there will be a book and hints with recipes that you can use already, but probably not everything, since you're supposed to discover some. But yeah, we can definitely collect questions in a thread and see what kind of combinations are. I know. It happens.
Sorry, I wanted to say. Okay, once now. So we will definitely give you more specific things. Okay. Another thing I read. What was it? Damn, I lost it. That was a very interesting question. Sorry if I am loud. I have full energy. What about another skill slot in the hotbar? So another thing that we want to bring, but it's easy for the moment, is maybe bring something, another kind of quick slot for something that is also used. I don't think we are going to increment specifically the skill bar buttons per se, but we want to implement as well some kind of UI improvements to make your life easier.
Yeah, so what I read that will be highly prioritized is a special slot for health potions and a special the essence toggle, which is something we also talked since a little while, but
Yes.
yeah, this is something I don't see it happening that there will be an additional skill set, because you need to. It's also a balancing question again, then,
True.
because it makes it you have more available. Then, well, at least I didn't see anything like that.
And another thing I wanted to comment, I don't know if you guys, well, I didn't see specifically the question here, but it just plopped in my mind, is about the community survey. So what's happening with this thing? You know, we ran this like 2 weeks ago, and then we already got the results, and they were super interesting, and some people wanted to know whether we are going to make them public to the view, to the public, which I think it's of course interesting, because it's really interesting to see what other players, in a kind of overall quantity, are thinking. And we already pitched this idea to production, and they are fine with it, but this will probably take a little bit more of time, because they are still adjusting the roadmap, so will probably most likely come as a dev diaries. So a dev diaries where we'll explain to you this, also because we want to bring our brand new producer into site, because she's very nice, and she wants also to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't worry, but that will also come. And yeah.
And apparently people like my summer outfit.
Yes.
Well, guys, it's enough with the winter. Come on.
Yes, please.
Yeah, enough.
A bit of light. Viva
Summer
la
nights, we're looking
revolución.
forward. I don't see any other question that is very.
It's going to repair the PvP bug lives. Well, we are going to kill those bugs, believe me, eventually. When are you deleting pods finally in Arena? Another thing that is still on the roadmap, but we don't have any specific details of time, but we want to do it.
Good. Well, I guess then.
That's it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess this is it for questions right now.
Also,
we are running out of time, guys, and we still have to work.
Yes.
It's not like we just
really?
all day.
We do those things.
Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is, obviously, we have a raffle. So thanks, first of all, for all the, the questions.
And don't worry if we couldn't answer your questions, but understand that there's a lot of people writing there. It's one of the things that Greg and me want to do, is like maybe come up with more Twitch sessions, like shorter ones, where we just basically do what we just did right now, because I think it works fine.
Yes.
It's a kind of nice interaction we have there. It's the beginning of a fruitful relationship. So yeah, don't worry. We are not ignoring you, but we have to just pick up and move on.
Yes. So we're coming to the raffle.
Yes.
It's because we always have a raffle, and here are the winners this time. So you might have noticed in the background this new mount. It's a brand new mount that will make it into the game. Not sure when and how and if, but I don't really care about that, because I will give you one for free right now. And the winner of that mount is a 99 Patrick on Hairdo, so congrats.
Congrats.
And for the first time we have also a winner from Korea.
From Korea.
From the game over there is known as Dragon Rise, not Drakensang online, and not sure how to pronounce that name, but
I asked our Korean, because now we have a Korean colleague in the office, and it's called Buing.
Yeah.
So Buing from the Dragon Rise server. Congratulations! I don't know if you're seeing us. That would be very, very interesting, because there is a time difference from Korea. I think like
7 hours.
Yeah, 8 or 7 hours. So few. But
so,
anyway.
The other thing, apparently Steven on Agathon is already the 3rd time that he won. Well, good for you.
Good for you.
Goes
Steven.
to show that it's random.
We don't know Steven at all.
Yeah, it's not like we remember all these names, unless you have a really specific name that we will remember. The other thing, obviously the things that you could win here are a little bit related to Easter, which is why you get bunny costumes and bunnies. Yeah, so happy Easter, or
happy
if you
Easter
don't celebrate it, happy holidays.
Yeah, that's right.
And of course, since you are watching, and for rewarding you for watching, all of you will get to see a bonus code that we didn't announce, but you will have it now. And this is the bonus code that you can type in. You could be the first ones.
Go and run.
Yes.
I am prepared.
Yes.
I think it was the song of. I'm thinking about the Lion King right now.
Okay. So have fun with it.
Yeah, if you want to know what it contains just simply some, little help for your lovely event. So Amphora keys, the Scroll of Punctuality, which basically summons a very punctual Dragon Knight, bundles of dynamite, lumberjack axes, and Oath of Power.
Yes.
I know the Scroll of Punctuality was another thing.
And Oath of Power. Yeah.
Going into the map.
Yes.
Sorry.
And I see the comments there. Well, if Steven won like 3 times before, well then he did. But the thing is, you're allowed to send 1 email every time we have a new show. So definitely. Congrats.
And again, these comments of the impending sense of doom with bonus codes. One of the worst bonus codes. So, well, you don't need to
So thank you
it.
guys for watching, and have a nice beginning of April.
Yes.
Have nice weather. Those of you, I saw somebody from Guatemala is watching, you will have nice weather anyways.
Disfrutad la gente de Guatemala y toda la gente de Latinoamérica y de España.
Okay.
That's it.
Bye bye and see you next time.
See ya. See you next time.